Hi everyone, welcome back to another tutorial, and I just want to show you some of my new beads I got. These Rounduos beads that that come from Potomac Bead Company, and you can only buy these from Potomac Bead Company because they were exclusively made by them for Potomac. They are the Czech Rounduos, and I did put several links on my Facebook page where you can get these Rounduos. These things are incredibly beautiful, and you know, they're a 5mm, so they're pretty versatile to fit almost in anywhere that you bead. They're just like a really pretty glass pearl, only they have 2 holes, and that's why they're fun to work with, because you can do so many things. I've already created a really pretty pendant, and now I've created this really gorgeous Egyptian cuff, and it is the most, I don't know, I can't even explain how wonderful this feels on the wrist. You know, the beads are so soft, and not soft, but they feel really silky on your skin. So this is a lot of fun to make this bracelet. I really like this. And as I was doing it, I didn't know what to put in here. I tried pearls, I tried crystals, and I thought, you know what, it doesn't match. So I just stuck in another row of Rounduos. I did use almost 2 tubes of the Rounduos in 2 different colors. And today I'm going to make it in 2 different colors, the same like this. Or you can do different colors. You can do 3 or 4 rows of one and just keep interchanging it. You don't have to put a big patch in the middle. I don't know, I just kind of like how that went in the middle. But like I said, you can change this up and the colors to whatever you like or admire. So I have a whole bunch of new colors in. These came in today, and in fact I even have another order coming of some more Superduos. And again, I will put the link below this video right in that show more box to Potomac Bead Company, right directly to the Rounduo page where you can buy whatever you want in colors. I know they've got a lot of colors now, but they're getting a lot more, and these are the Czech ones, so they match all the Czech glass beads in color wise. So if you look for anything with white lila lavender, white lila luster in, say, a Superduo, you're going to find this color to match it. So they're perfect for Czech glass beads. Today I'm going to do this in black and pink. I've already have my colors chosen out, but I just wanted to show you some of these different colors here. I just got a really abundant of beautiful colors here, and I'm excited about it. So let me get these out of the way. So those are from Potomac Bead Company. So for this beautiful Egyptian bracelet, you will need 2 tubes of your Rounduos. I'm using a Czech glass 11/0 seed B. I'm just using it in like a silver coating, and same with the Superduos. These are Labrador, so they're just the full Labrador, same as you can get in the cup button as well. And these cup buttons are also another bead that's exclusive to Potomac Bead Company as well. You can only buy these beautiful cup buttons from the Potomac Bead Company, and I will leave a link for the cup buttons as well, because I use these in a lot of projects. I mean, a lot. I love the way you can decorate the top of them. I like the way the clasp closes, and when it closes, it's secure in there. It's not going to move off that. So you're going to need, like I said, 2 tubes, an 11/0 seed bead, and some Superduos, and a really cute cut button. Love these cut buttons. I'm using a size 12 beading needle and 6-pound Fireline. Now you can use 8-pound. The only thing with 8-pound Fireline, it's really hard to go over and over your work. So when you're going to reinforce your closure, you're only going to be able to get through those a couple of times, because again, the needle, the thread, it's hard to do. So you will need a pair of scissors, a beading mat, and your body. And that's it. And a pair of glasses. I need glasses because I cannot see these beads. I do my quilting and everything. I don't need to wear glasses, but when I bead, I have to. So let me get all of my stuff dumped, and I'm going to come back and we're going to get started. Okay, so I've started with about 1.5 yards of Fireline. That should be good for now, but you will definitely need to add thread as you go along, because this is a lot of beading in here, so it does use a lot of thread. So my main color I'm going to use for now will be the black, and this is just jet, and I'm going to pick up one of my black, and I am going to check my Superduos as I go, because I didn't get to check this whole entire container. And you're going to pick up one black and one Superduo and one of your Rounduos. So this is what you have on your needle. So come back down, bring them down to the end there. Come back down. How do you like that? Leave yourself about 6 inches, 4 to maybe 5 inches. Enough that you can thread a needle on there and bead it through and tie it off. So now, this is going to be the base of our bracelet. You can put a stop bead in here. I'm going to put a stop bead because it's going to annoy me. So I'm just going to pick up one of these little 11-ohs, and I'm just going to run my needle in a circle back through it, like so. And I'm going to bring it down, and then my stuff is not going to fall off. All right. Now we're at the end of our we've got 2 holes, and I don't know if you can see this very good, but there is 2 holes here, and I'm going to just put my needle into the very next hole, and I believe that's what I did. Yes. So just go into the very next hole and bring your thread through this, pull your thread through nice and tight. Now pick up another Superduo, and then you're going to go into the second hole of the next bead, like that. So I'm in the second hole of this Superduo, or a Rounduo. Okay. So we have this. Now we're going to pick up another Superduo, and we're going to go through the second hole of the Rounduo, placing the other Superduo in between like this. So this is what we have. Okay. Now we're going to pick up one Superduo and one of our round duos, and we're just going to go into the second hole of the Superduo we just put on, and we're going to pull this through like that, placing that Superduo on the end. Pick up a Rounduo and go into the next Superduo. You're basically doing peyote here. Now you're going to pick up a Rounduo and a Superduo, and you're going to go back into this hole here. So the hole here, I don't know if you can see it. Maybe bring my camera up a wee bit more. Might be too much. Okay. We're going back into this hole here, and we're going to drop down into the Superduo below, like that. Okay. And we're just going to give this a tight pull. Maybe we'll give it a tight pull. Doesn't want to cooperate. There we go. Now, there we go. This should be nice and snug in there. Everything should be snug like a bug in a rug. All right. Now you're just going to bring your needle back up into the Superduo and back into that hole. Not the second hole, the first hole, the one you originally came out of in the end of your Rounduo, like that. If you know of an easier way to do this, then by George, do it. Okay? Now you're going to just drop down into the second hole of that Rounduo. Don't pick up any beads, just go back into that hole. because now you want to go back towards your beadwork here. So you want to go this way, because now we're going to add Superduos in here. So pick up one Superduo, check the holes, because you're going to cry if you get far, and you're going to go into the second hole of the Rounduo, like this, placing your duo right in there. Pick up another Superduo and go into the next hole, like that. And give it a good tight pull. So this is what we have so far. Now we're going to begin adding round duos. And this is a thing you can keep in mind. Every time you're doing your super duos, you're not going to add anything on the ends. But when you're picking up your round duos, you know you've got to add a super duo at the end like that. So pick up one super duo, check the hole, and one round duo, and go into the next super duo like this. So on every second round, you're going to be adding a super duo on the end. So don't forget your super duo up here. Or whatever you want to put up there. Now, if you don't want to put this this last row of round duos in here, then you really don't have to put a super duo on the end. You could put a pearl or whatever you want. Don't have to do this way. Pick up, and that way you won't have to go through second holes here. But I'm just going to show you how to do it the way I did it. So I'm picking up another round duo, and I'm going into the second hole of the super duo like that. And pull. Like that. And it's a good choice to keep your thread pulled nice and tight. Round duo and a super duo. Now we're at the end here where we have nothing to go into. Okay, so we're just going to go back into the hole, going into the previous round. Okay, I hope you can see this. We're going back into this hole and into that super duo hole right below it. Because we need to put a super duo on the end there. Like this, and pull it tight. Now you're going to go back up on the second hole of super duo and back into this first hole of the round duo that you just came out of. Like this. For some reason these are not snugging up. My other bracelet did not do that. See? It wants to piss me off. Clearly. All right. All right. Let me see. I don't want to see any threads. I really don't. So the only place you're really going to see threads, whoops, you can see thread there, but that's okay. This will get tightened up. The only place you can really see threads will be in between here and here. But when we put another round duo in here on the edge, when we embellish it, you ain't going to see it. Okay, so drop down into the second hole of that round duo. Picking up nothing. That's where you're making your thread. You're showing it. And then you're going to pick up a super duo and go into the next round duo. Like this. Park it there. Super duo into the next round duo and park it like this. Okay, so we've put our super duos on. Now we're at the end of this round. It's a very short round, and this is round where we have to add a super duo on the end. So pick up a super duo and a round duo. So we always remember that when you're picking up a round duo, you need to pick up something to put on the end. Well, whatever will fit. I'm using super duos. And I'm pulling it tight. Okay, so now we're picking up a round duo into the next. By the way, shipping from Potomac Bead Company is incredibly fast. Incredibly fast. I ordered these last week, or late midweek, and I got them today, so that was pretty fast. So let's pick up our Rounduos, a 1 Rounduo, and we're at the end now. We're going to pick up a Superduo. So this is the one where we do our little funky move. We go back into our previous round, into the first hole there, and into the first hole of that Superduo. And then we pull. Nice and tight. So they're all placed in there nicely. I don't know why I have to keep tightening this up, but I didn't have to do this before. And then you're going to bring your needle up into the second hole of that Superduo that you're coming out of. So bring your needle back up and into the hole that you originally came out of in your Rounduo, like that. And pull. Make sure it's tight. And then go back down into your Rounduo. And that is all you're going to do for this entire bracelet, for the whole entire round. And this just come loose because my stop bead is not very tight, and that's why that was loose there. Okay, so these are kind of flimsy and floppy, but they kind of tighten up once we get our embellishment done and our little seed beads in there. So like I said, you can work with this. I'm going to do 4 rows of black, 4 rows of pink. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, it's going to work out perfect. So I'm going to do 4 rows of black, and then I'm going to change color now, and I'm going to do that on camera so you guys can see. So let me pick up a Superduo. Going into my Rounduo. Checking the holes, Superduo, and going into my Rounduo. Alright, now we're at the other end. We finished that round. So now we're at the end, so we need to pick up a Superduo, and I'm picking up my new color. And we're just going to switch colors out. Like, you can make this a rainbow of colors if you want. Probably be pretty like that. So now I'm just working with my pink. So we're at the end now, so pick up your Rounduo and pick up a Superduo. Go back into the previous one, including the Superduo, like that. And give it a good tight pull. There we go. Like that. And then go back up into the holes and back into the Rounduo you were coming out of. And I'm just going to go right straight through to the other side and exit. The less pulls I have, the quicker this bracelet will get together. Okay? So this is what it's going to look like when you change up colors. You're welcome to put in all several different colors. I think it would look neat. Maybe I'll even do that. Put all different colors. We'll do pink. Then we'll do, oh, let's do this color. We'll do white. Whoops. We need a dark color, so we'll do this. No, that looks pink. We'll do this color because it's close to the white. And then we'll do this color. So that will be 1, 2, 3, 4. One color, 1, 2, 3, 4. One color, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 colors, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I need 7 colors. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So on the green, what color? Let's try this. This is called Crystal Azzurro Matted. It's pretty color. And on this end here, we'll put blue. We'll switch it up like that. So let's just check out what this is going to look like with all these colors. So there's my colors. I'm going to do 4 rows of each just so you guys can see what it looks like, and I'll be back. Continue this. Keep adding your Superduos and your Rounduos. So this is what it looks like with all these different colors. And I'm still working on mine, so get working on yours. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors on, and I just wanted to show you how pretty that is. This bracelet will be able to be worn with almost any kind of clothing. So I think this looks incredibly beautiful. I hope you all agree with me. And stop looking at my fingernails. Look at this bracelet. Look at how beautiful. Admire it. And I'm going to come back and show you the next color. Okay? Bye. I'll see you when I push the buttons. Because as soon as I push the buttons in the next one, you're going to already see the next color. How nice that's going to look. I'll be back. Okay guys, so I finished my bracelet and I think all these colors look pretty cool. And if you want to see it up close, look at how cool that looks. Focus camera. Look at how pretty. Lots of pretty colors. But anyway, I'm making this bracelet into a size 8. So the measurement from this Superduo to this Superduo is 7 1/4. So if you do as many as this, and then it's 3/4 of an inch left for me to add my closure. So you want to make this smaller, then just do 1 less row of each. So 7 less rows, and it'll make it 7. Oops. So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So to here, from here, will give you about a 6 1/4 to 6 1/2 inch bracelet. So you're just going to have to judge this, put it around your wrist, and measure how big of an opening there is. So leave about 3/4 of an inch for your opening. All right, so let's get finishing here. I have exited. I've had to add thread, of course. So I'm exiting out of this last Superduo that I put on here, and I want my needle to be facing inward like this. So I'm just, oops, wait, I gotta pick up 2 seed beads. So pick up 2 11/0s and exit into the next hole, the upper hole of your Superduo there, like that. Then you're going to pick up 2 more seed beads. You're going to pick up your cup button and go into 1 hole of your cup button. You're going to pick up whatever you want to put in the top here. I put this on here, so let it focus and you'll see. Maybe it's not going to focus. There we go. I put a little Rounduo in here with this, but you can put even a Superduo on the top if you don't want to have all that up there. But I thought that looked really kind of Victorian looking. So I'm going to pick up 1 11/0, one of the Rounduos, 1 11/0, and then we're going to drop down into the second hole of the cup button. So back into the second hole, back off a bit. Getting blurry. Okay. Now you're going to pick up 2 more 11/0s. And you're going to exit outward now. like this. And you're going to pull that in. Now you're just going to pick up 2 11-ohs, drop down into your beads here, and go through the bottom hole of the Superduo, the Rounduo, and just stay in that top row. And it's going to be tough for me because, like I said, I've added thread in here. Turn that around. There we go. Go into your Superduo. Yeah. Okay, so we have this so far. Now you're going to go back up into, let me see if you can see this, into your 2 seed beads you put on. So I'm going back in there. Now I'm going into the Superduo like this. And I'm going to pop 2 seed beads in the middle here to stop this from flipping around on me. So pick up 2 more seed beads and then just go right into your Superduo like this. Okay, like that. And now we're going to go and reinforce. So I have to go back down, staying within my thread path, back into these. So my Superduo and my Rounduo. Where are you? Oh, snaky, did you? There we go. Kind of thought it snaked on me. Okay, so I'm going back into this Superduo here. Maybe. It's getting tight in there. There we go. Now, let's go through these 2. Through here. Now don't go into those middle seed beads just yet, because you're going to go trace around and just reinforce this now. So I'm going straight from the Superduo into here, up into the cup button, catching the seed bead that's at the bottom of that cup button, because it's going to be difficult. Then, how many did I put in here? Two. Okay, so pick up 2 seed beads, go into the top hole of your Rounduo that you have if you're doing it this way, and pick up 2 more. Go back down into the bottom hole like this, and then go back up into these 2 that you put on. Like this, pulling all of this tight, and then you're going to pick up 5 11-ohs on your needle, and then just drop down and go right through down the bottom. Sit these on top, down there and down there. So now, in order for me to not have to go through all my beads again, in here, down here, see how cute that looks? Looks really cute. I'm just going to cross over, go in those 2 beads and go up again. So in these 2 beads, pulling this nice and tight now because it's getting loose on me here. There we go. Up these two and catching that seed bead right at the very bottom of that cup button at the top. And then I'm going to go around into all these beads again. And I'm just doing it in a shortcut way. Like that. Down through here. And then down in the bottom again. And then grab those two beads. Now I am going to reinforce this one more time. So see how nice that looks? Your end piece looks really nice. Fancy. So go through these two again. So I'm just going through those two middle seed beads that we put between the Superduos. That is all I'm going through. And then I'm going back up. So I'm making like a little box down here. And I'm going to snag that seed bead. Okay, and this time I'm going to exit through the Superduo. So I'm going to catch the first three seed beads that we put on, because then it goes into the Superduo after the third seed bead. And then I'm going to snag the Superduo. Or the Rounduos, sorry. Go through there. And then catch the three seed beads down on this side. And you're not coming off, needle. And back down. And back down, and back down here. And now you're going to exit into the Superduo. I had a feeling you're going to snag on there, but you're not going to get a chance. There. Alright, so that's done. Now just exit into your Superduo, the one you're exiting right beside. Go down through these two Superduos, or these two seed beads that you added on. Now how many did I put on there? Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so we put 6. Now you're going to pick up 6 11-ohs. And you're going to exit into the top of the next I guess you can't do it that way because these are going that way. You're going to have to go into the Superduo, I think. Yep, like that. Now just go all along here and put one of your Rounduos. I'm using just these clear AB ones so they can really look nice. So it'll just set this whole entire bracelet off, all the colors. So just putting a clear AB in there will add a little bit of sparkle. So I'm just picking up one and going into the top hole of the Superduo, and it's going to be a bit flimsy till we get our seed beads in there and tighten it up into the second hole of our Rounduos. So like that. So I am going to go off camera. I'm going to do this whole side, putting these on until I get to the other end. Whatever you do, don't pull it tight. And when you get to your last Superduo here, you're going to pick up 6 beads, and then we're going to begin putting our closure on this side, and I'll show you how to do that when I come back. So I'll be back. Okay, I'm at my end without pulling this super tight. Pick up 6 seed beads. No, don't pick up 6 seed beads yet. You need to drop down into this. Don't pull it super tight or you're going to end up warping this, okay? Because we got to put seed beads in here anyways. So try not to pull this too tight. So I just dropped down into this Superduo, and I'm just going to weave my way across and around till I'm exiting out of one of those Superduos at the top, like this. And I'm just staying within my thread path. So I have to go into this one now, and then into the bottom one. Like that. And now I'm in the top row. Could be a bit challenging to get back through these top ones because I had to, what I did is I weaved my tail in, so it's a little bit tighter here now. So that's how my needle got bent, was coming up through these Rounduos. There we go. Done. Now I'm going to exit into here and go right through the top. So I'm exiting through these, exiting through this one, through that Superduo. Now I'll be exiting at the top like this, inward. So just go into your top part of your Superduo and let's make this. Now all I did for this was I added 2 seed beads in between, so I made a ring. And I don't know how many I used in this one, but it wasn't enough. So I had to start all over again. 2, 4, 6, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. So I'm going to pick up 26 beads. There's 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So 26 should cut it. 26 or 28 should be good. So all I'm going to do is go into here, hold this thread tight, and put my button through it. And remember, because I have that, I'm going to hold this tight. Remember, because I have this little dangle on the top here, you want to make sure it fits. Oh, it's not going to work because we have to put those 2 seed beads in between here. So that's going to make it even smaller. So I'm going to be on the safe side, and I'm going to add 2 more seed beads. So that'll be 28. And I'm using Czech seed beads, so they're a tad bit smaller than average ones. And why did this get so loose? I didn't want it that loose. Wow. Let me just tighten this up a wee bit. So now, exit through your duo. We'll fix that and stop it from turning like that. But right now you're going to drop down and go through your bottom of your Superduo, through this Rounduo, and into the next Superduo. Like that. And then you're going to pick up 2 seed beads. And you're going to go into your top part of your Superduo. Pick up 2 more seed beads. And go into the next part of your Superduo. Next one, I mean. Into the top hole. So now we've kind of boxed this off right here. Okay, pick up 2 more seed beads. Drop down into the bottom of that Superduo, into your round duo again. And then we're going to go right back now and reinforce that loop we just made. This guy here. Okay. So, let me just make sure it fits without struggle. And it does. It's perfect. It'll tighten up a little bit more too as we reinforce it. So going through those, through here, and I'm not going through those 2 middle seed beads. I'm going to go right up now and around and reinforce. And that's going to snag. Alright, so let's go back up through these ones, reinforce them. And capturing all the beads. All the beads. All right, now we've gone through our ring. Now we're going to go through those 2 middle beads and go around again. So I just went through the 2 middle ones. This will straighten up your ring and back through my ring again. And you could probably go through this maybe 3-4 times if you're using 6-pound Fireline. If you're using 8-pound, you probably can only do it about 2-3 times. Do those. Alright, I think this is good and reinforced. So now we have our loop like that. We have our bracelet end here, nice and loose. This is perfect. Check your loop, make sure it tightened up. It did. Perfect. So 28 is perfect if you do this little dangle on top like that. All right, so now we got to get over onto this side. So all I'm going to do is drop down in here. I'm going to go through these 2 middle beads. Exit right out of the top of the Superduo. Like that. And then down through these 2 seed beads on the side of your Superduo. Boy, I really bent this needle. And then I'm going to pick up 6 seed beads. And then I'm going to exit into the Superduo like that. And then when we do the embellishing on the other side, we'll come back and we'll add them in here because now we have those 2 seed beads here on the side like this. And that's what we needed to continue. So I'm just going to continue putting in my Rounduos. All the way down. Oopsies. I went into the bottom hole of the Superduo. oops, we need to go into the top hole, or that it won't sit right. Okay, so I'll go do this. When I come to the other end, I'll come back and show you what to do next. Okay, I'll be back. Continue with adding these in between your Superduos. Okay, so we're at the end of putting the last of our Rounduos on our edge. And out of a brand new tube, this is what I have left. So this is what took just for the edge. Okay, so it does take a fair amount of beads. So now you're going to pick up your end. You've exited out of your Superduo, and please don't pull that tight. Pick up 6 seed beads. Exit into your top 2 beads that are on the side of your Superduo, right where your closure is. So we're making this over here. So we want them to be the same. My stupid tail. Like that. Now you're just going to work your way right across, come down here, and then I'll show you what to do. Oops, I want to catch all those beads. Like that. Oopsies. Now see, I pulled that tight, so don't pull it tight. Pay attention to that. Go down in there. And here. Come on. Like that. And then I'm just going to go across without pulling this tight. These 6 beads on the top here. Am I exiting out of that one? No. Okay, so we're going to go into these 6 beads here. And this is really loose, so we're going to fix this. Like that. Okay, now you're going to pick up 1 seed bead and you're going to exit into the top hole of your first Rounduo. Like that. Now you're going to pick up 2 seed beads. Go into the top hole of your next Rounduo. Pick up 2 seed beads, top hole, and just continue this all the way down. And when you get to the end of this, you're going to have to add your 6 seed beads in here, like you did over here. Like this. So now this is basically finished on this side here, but we're just adding our fancy little seed beads in there. So I'm going to go off camera, add 2 in there, and I'll be back and show you how to switch over and continue down here. Okay, I've completed this whole entire row, adding the 2 seed beads in there, and you can see it kind of tightens it up. It doesn't make it super stiff tight, but you don't want it like that. You want it to be flexible. So I'm picking up 6 seed beads now. Sorry, I'm picking up 1 seed bead. And I'm dropping down into the Superduo below, like this. There we go. Now I'm going to pick up 6. Okay, so you need to get from your high point of your Rounduo, the high hole here, to the Superduo, and then we'll exit into these 2 seed beads on this side, like that. And now this side is totally complete. With all the seed beads in there and complete there. So now you're just going to work your way across here like we did before on the other one. Going through these seed beads in the middle in the Rounduo. Maybe. It's pretty tight in there for me. Oh, there we go. There's just a seed bead stopping it. Go into those two. And then into these 6. And try not to pull too tight that you completely warp this side. So don't warp it. Just leave it at a comfortable tension. Now exit into the Superduo. Pick up 1 seed bead and drop into that top of your first round duo on that round. And fix your thing. Your closure, and then just start picking up your 2 seed beads and going through this whole entire side, doing exactly the same as the other. And that's all there is to it. So I'm going to go finish this, putting the 2 in between, and I'm going to come back and show you my completely finished bracelet. So I'll be back. Okay, I have finished that. And I just want to let you guys know, right about here, you can see where the beads come up a wee bit here. I don't know if you can see this. See that? Well, I got to a Rounduo and it didn't have the second hole in it. So I had to bust that bead off and string a new bead in here. Instead of pulling all of this out, which I was not going to do, it's kind of sitting over top of this thread in here from the previous bead that was in it. So it's kind of pushing the Czech seed bead here. So it's the best I could do to make it, well, unnoticeable. You can still notice it a wee bit, right? You can still see it right there where it's not fitting properly. But anyway, that's what I had to do to make a quick fix. So now I'm at the end. I'm picking up 1 11/0. And I'm going to exit into my Superduo. And now I'm just going to go through some beads and tie this thread off, because this bracelet Egyptian cuff is done. Like dinner. Done, done, done. So don't pull too tight. I did not warp my bracelet in any way, shape, or form. As you can see, it's not warped. Like I said, this is a little noticeable right here. And I may even take out this 1 seed bead so it doesn't push it up in any way. I want it, because I don't like that, how it's sticking up like that. And you can kind of notice it. I can see it on the camera. So I'm going to tie this off. And I'm just going to do it wherever I can. I'm going to do it between some seed beads. Tie double knot there. Go through these again, because I kind of loosened it. And I'm going to tie a knot here between my Superduo and my seed bead. Whoa, like that. And I do not think that went through my Superduo and my seed bead between. I'm not too sure where it went, but it's on top of my 11 out, and I don't like that. So let me fix that. Yeah, it went wrong spot. Let me get this thread out of here. There we go, fixed. I'm just trying to make a knot between the Superduo, and it's not going to work. So I'm just going to go into the Superduo. It is pretty tight over here. Pull that knot in there. I'm going to run one right through between the middle of those two beads. Try one here and see if I can do it here without snagging it on anything else. There we go. That worked. Pull it tight. Go down here. So I've used about 3 yards, or 3 yards. Well, maybe a yard and a half and another yard and a half. 3 yards of Fireline. Okay. Now I'm just going to run through some beads and we are done. And I'll try it on. And snip this off. And I'm going to snip this one off. And I'm going to try my bracelet on. Oops. And look at that. Is that not a gorgeous cuff bracelet? This fits perfectly. So if you do 7 colors of 4 rows, 4 times 7 is 28. So 28 rows of these will give you a size 8 bracelet. So you can kind of judge what your size wrist will be, but I think that looks absolutely stunning. The 2 bracelets. Alright, well, I'm off now. I got to do another tutorial now on quilting. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys soon on the next video. Bye-bye.